break. Wait, Sevi Plays is done? What is this? Let's see.
Hey everyone, it's Sevi. I want to get straight to the point and share that I've made the decision to go on a sort of break slash hiatus.
Man, 5.1 is rough, isn't it, boys? Oh, man. Tectone Genshin Impact lives rent-free in your head. No, it doesn't. Okay, it pays its rent. Okay, I get to make another Genshin video. Hey, that's another $1.5 thousand, baby. Okay, it has been paying its rent every single time I upload. It is great. Love this shit, man. It's real good. But yeah, 5.1 was rough, wasn't it? I heard people say the story was groundbreaking. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Hell no. Zero ways.
I've actually been wanting to make this decision for a while, and there were a few big factors, most particularly with work schedule issues and how I don't like some of the new ways Hoyo's logistics are in relation to us content creators.
Really? I'm going to assume that at some point this is about the creator experience server where Hoyoverse and the Hoyo community thinks it's a great idea that they get to pick and choose what content creators get early access to make guides and pretty much dictate who gets to make a livelihood doing this or not. And yeah, I love how the Hoyo community really advocates against having a free market. I think it's a fucking joke. Anybody who supports that shit is retarded, and it should have been abolished months ago, but these greedy motherfuckers have convinced you that you want it too. And yeah, look where we are now, man.
It was actually very likely that I would have done it at the start of next year. But some reason things
The reason why she was going to do it at the start of next year, in case you guys don't understand why content creators take a break at the beginning of the next year, everybody knows that January is the best month to take off in content creation. Now, why is that? January comes after December, which is the highest monetary gain month in all of content creation because sponsors really want to pay and advertisers really want to pay around Christmas time because that's when consumers are the most open with their wallets. So advertisers and sponsors use up all of their money sponsoring creators, and then on January they have nothing. It's the recoup period, and things pick up again around April. So usually creators take off in January, and they know they can take a comfortable vacation without worrying about too much net loss and profit. Hopefully that makes sense.
in my life kind of shifted abruptly, and it's very hard to continue business as usual within this chaos. I'm not going to disclose specific details of my current situation as they're very personal and private, but in general, there are several aspects in my life that I feel the need to recalibrate.
Okay.
Like my living situation, my mental health, and the trajectory of my
Yeah, man, her living situation is rough, man. Look at that. She has to live in a fucking cage back there. That is brutal. What playing 4 years of Genshin Impact does to a motherfucker, man. That's rough.
future content. Now, when I posted the last update video a while back, I still felt quite optimistic about these aspects, and I've been trying to find ways to stay healthy and happy. But due to how things have been changing in my life, I feel the need to work on certain things first instead of my content. So, for the sake of myself, my content, and the channel, I will pause coverage of character releases and respective guides for them for both Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. I can't say for how long I'll be suspending the guide content, and my hope is that this only lasts for a couple of months. But I don't know. So, to be clear,
It is insane how many people like content creators can make it a career by just releasing a basic guide for a new character a day or two before the release of a character. Which I really don't understand. People just not understand that Pridwin exists and just like look this build up in 30 seconds rather than watching a 40-minute fucking video. I don't know, man. I feel like guide related content is so dangerous because you live and die based on the trajectory of these games. Like if it doesn't matter how good you make a guide, if the guide for the character isn't hype, like if the character's not hype, your video's not getting any fucking views. So it becomes a very stressful situation to where like, if the company doesn't do a good job of selling their game, then you're fucked. But I mean, for a lot of people, it's also just free money. But I don't know. Guide content just stresses me the fuck out, man. It really does. I think it's fine if people do guides plus other shit. But like when you get tied down to just guides, yeah, you'll get a lot of views for just guides, but like that's just you kind of just become the guide guy, and then you try to do other reaction-based content and nobody gives a fuck. They're just like, yo, teach me how to play Klee again. And it's like, it's just so frustrating. I've been down that route, and thankfully I got out. But Jesus, that shit sucked.
I'm not saying goodbye to online content forever, Genshin, as my longtime gacha game with the addition of Honkai Star Rail, they have burned me out. But like, I still
Absolutely.
love playing games, and to some extent, I still do love those games.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sevi, is that when you're a guide maker, you only get 2 guides every 6 weeks if they release 2 characters. Like, what does a guide maker do when they skip having a character for the patch? Thankfully, Honkai Star Rail has 8 characters every fucking patch, or at least that's what it feels like. But yeah, like, you don't really get to fucking do anything. It's brutal.
And I still love talking and sharing things with my community, the community that I've built. So, I don't know, like, one day I might still hit go live, do a casual stream to chat, whether it's on YouTube or on my Twitch channel. I'm not wiping my social media. I'm not closing or locking my accounts.
Oh, wait, she's like getting like real spiel. Like she's like going on a break. God damn.
I still post from time to time, just share little tidbits like thoughts or repost whatever. But the main thing is that neither my content nor my socials are going to be a priority in my life for the meantime. I'm really sorry
For what?
for disappointing you.
The fuck did she do? Am I crazy?
I'm sorry I wasn't able to post videos for some of your favorite Genshin or Honkai Star Rail characters.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Was she getting guilt tripped by her Genshin community? Be like, oh, you skipped this guide for this character. You ruined my fucking life. Oh, gee. So, okay, so I can only assume that her fucking community is filled with a bunch of dumbass children that have guilt tripped her for not wanting to pull on every character. Oh, God, the horror. Oh, God, the horror. They skipped this character. I need to send them a death threat, quick. Oh, Jesus. You didn't pull on Eula. She's going to cry. It's your fault, Sevi. What the fuck? Okay, well, that's awful that she feels that way. Sevi, if you're watching this, you got nothing to apologize for. And I want to say this to go on record, Sevi. You're probably not going to watch me. I'm probably not your cup of tea. But I will say, Sevi, I've heard nothing but great things about you. I've heard nothing but great things about your content. I've heard nothing but great things about your character. I will say, I've never attempted to reach out to you due to the fact that I know that you even interacting with me would negatively impact your career with how stupid this fucking community is. So out of care of your own career, I would like to just probably continue that because that's just how it goes. There's a reason why the Genshin Impact content creators don't interact with me. But I do wish you the best. And whatever you wish to do. And just know that at least the people behind the scenes do really care about you and know that you're a great person and you have nothing to apologize for. Straight up.
I am aware that the recent guides were later than usual, and I'm sorry to say that the Shilonen guide is not going to get here. I wasn't able to work on it sooner since I was no longer invited to the Genshin's early access server, this version 5.1. And when the actual 5.1 did release and I got Shilonen on my official account, stuff happened to me and, things happened and I'm sorry, but the Shilonen guide is not coming out.
So let me translate what that says. The Hoyoverse authorities didn't think I was a good enough little boy, so I didn't get early access to a server that dictates whether I get to succeed or fail in this industry. This is what happens when you promote against a free market, guys. Only the special little golden good boys are going to get access to it, and those are the people who slop the most dick. And if you don't think that's how it is now, that's how it will be. I have no fucking idea how Sevi, of all people, would have been denied access. But that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. And due to her not getting access, and guys, I'm going to keep it real, man. It's now not good enough to play the game consistently and release guides on day one. You now have to suck the company's dick to where you get early access, so that way these early access guides don't completely obliterate your videos. The difference between releasing a guide 2 days before a release and on the day of release is probably the difference of about 70% of how well the video will perform. It is a load of shit. Genshin never gave me access, Fobmaster. Insane. You didn't slop hard enough, man. You're not slopping down Hoyo dick hard enough.
However, despite that, I am so glad for the amount of coverage from both games coming from
I remember people in CC saying everyone can join the server as long as you want and bitched about how Tectone was only hating again. Yeah, imagine that. Lo and behold, Tectone was right again. Hey guys, to all you guys who fought against me, again, are you happy? Because Sevi quit because of this. Go ahead and say how it's my fault again. These people are so fucking stupid, it's unbelievable. Like, bro, my grandpa would always say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him fucking drink. Well, congrats, you'll be drinking Sevi's blood, because she's fucking dead. And now the only people who are actually able to make guides that aren't early access are the dynasties. The people who got lucky and blew up in the algorithm and can actually supersede needing Hoyoverse's early access. Now, whenever they get, it'll be a nice throw them a bone, but for smaller content creators, this can make or break careers. They're fucked. And that's the truth.
The outstanding content creators in this space, you know, whether they are.
They said any small CC can do it? Oh, well, that's crazy how things change? No, bitch, that's how it's always been. This is why I'm so bitter these days, man. It's like I gotta sit here and listen to people get angry at me about shit that I never said. And then once again, I gotta wait 4 months after saying the truth until people understand that I was fucking right. It's so irritating. Like, dude, even the conversation with Mr. Pokey yesterday, I had to go there and defend myself from a stance that I didn't even fucking have. It's insane. It is. It is tiresome. It's boring. It's just, okay, here we go again. Let's fucking get it done.
Early release guides or like post release guides, and yeah, there's just a lot of great info. There's a lot of great content out there coming from a lot of amazing creators. So please, please, please give them your support and love. And with all that being said, I am so grateful for all the support and love you've given me, whether in these past years or just.
Ziox already did a Xelonin guide without early access. Yeah, that's because he's a fucking dynasty, guys. McDonald's doesn't need extra promotion, but Little John's Burger Shop needs as much push as they can fucking get to keep their head above water. No shit. Ziox is a fucking dynasty. The fuck? Obviously he doesn't need that shit. It's about smaller creators. Are you dumb?
In these recent times, even if my guides came late, even if, things have been changing, probably got wind of things like that since my last update video. But the bottom line is I am so grateful to all of you for your support, your love, your appreciation. I'm so grateful to you for, getting me to this point, whether it's watching my videos, sharing, commenting, liking them. It just blows me away every time I think about it. And thanks to the amount of appreciation and goodwill you guys have given me,
I hate how this person is having to go through this bullshit. I hate this exclusivity that Hoyoverse promotes. From the creators that get access to being able to go to their creator experience early access server, to the parties they throw at TwitchCon, the don't tell anybody, this is a secret Hoyoverse party, or even the same Hoyoverse creators that also follow this logic of, oh, we're throwing a Hoyo party and just make sure nobody knows. God forbid a normal person shows up. God forbid a non-preferred creator shows up. It's a load of bullshit. And everybody fucking knows it. This little clique somehow just still exists. It's just way more private in the fucking shadows. It's pathetic. They're so afraid of anybody coming in and disrupting their safe space, it makes them shit themselves. It's a joke now. It's always been a fucking joke.
I do feel at least somewhat assured and secure in my decision to take this sort of hiatus because I'm proud of what I've done thus far.
Good.
And so much of it is thanks to you. This isn't goodbye. I do not want to say goodbye to you.
Good.
But it's going to be, I will see you, maybe not soon, but I will see you again.
Damn.
That's it. Take care, everyone.
If this doesn't show you how big of an issue the early access creator preferred experience server is, well, guess what, guys? Because this chick got denied early access, she no longer has the means to make this thing her livelihood. Oh, but it's fine, right? It's just Tectone making it a problem again, right? Yeah, true. So true. Anyways, what a fucking joke. It's insane. I feel so bad for Sevi. Hope she finds her way in life and is successfully able to pivot into something she enjoys more, that's a little bit more consistent without the life or death situation constantly looming above her head. But yeah, I wish nothing but the best for her. Always heard great things about Sevi, and she has my full support. That's a shame.